Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another SEC team, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's that defense shifting again. They're going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. That picks up a first down. Spotted at the 39.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield and pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M uniform.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The game makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They'll try to run it with the option. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for the first down and goal.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Here's the option play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He'll hand it off.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. The defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts that the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for three? Out of the gun now on third down. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. When he goes down after a short game, that's not enough for the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And they will try out the field goal team here. It'll be a 26-yard attempt, should be automatic. This one is right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. They're going to run it here. And it'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you're starting to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover two, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
They look to throw it here on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They'll hand it off. Finding some room with the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back. Found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The game is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. And the scramble moves it closer to the goal line. The defense able to grab it. third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they look to the right. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Lets it go quickly. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. This is a game-defining gamble. Coach going for it this close to his own end zone. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here. You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, A&M. So the offense clicking now. They're building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fired into a tight window and picked off. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Looking to throw it on first down. He finds the running back in the flat. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long, and here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Direct snap to the back. Fights off a defender. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. He knocks this one right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. They finally get him down, but not before a huge return. Almost took him to the house. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Tries to get it to the running back. Caught near the goal line. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Tight end makes the grab. But a huge collision below delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
As a design quarterback keeper. What down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
And there's the handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so second and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the second down play. The back's got it. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Third down, out of the shotgun. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Now that's an incompletion. That'll bring up fourth down, and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Looking for his big tight end. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll ride the back again here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The game makes it second and medium. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. This is what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Receivers are bunched together. On third down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And And with timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple of scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Press coverage now from these DBs. Here's the handoff. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today, the receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. Still no answer for this offense. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. It's an option look. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
Boy, that's why I love watching this guy play. He can do so many different things, and here they go with the option on the two-point conversion. Nice job of stretching the defense out. He saw he could get underneath that defensive leverage, did a good job of getting north and south, and came away with the 2 points.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. This has been a long afternoon for this offense. All that's left, but to get some consolation points here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Brought down after a short return, caught in the pit. Sets up the offense at the 39.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He'll hand it off. Runs right over the defender.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kurt. They look pretty good out there today, and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies.